Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler. It is August 31st, 2018. Thank you for joining me for another climate change and clean energy video blog. Now for this segment, I would like to introduce to you Typhoon Jebi, which is now the most powerful tropical cyclone to form during 2018. With maximum sustained winds, according to the most recent update from the Joint Typhoon Warning Center, in the range of about 170 miles per hour. Jebi is churning away toward the northwest and is on a track that will bring it on a predicted track that is expected to bring it close to Japan in the next 3 to 4 days. It's worth noting that intensity forecasts show Jebi approaching the south-central portion of Japan as a major hurricane on the 3rd of September. So a very powerful storm that appears more and more likely to bring impacts to Japan. Now, it's worth noting that Japan has already been impacted by a number of severe weather events related to human-caused climate change this summer, particularly a very severe heat wave that hospitalized thousands due to heat injury, and extraordinarily extreme rainfall events associated with a tropical cyclone and then a stalled frontal system, as well as very high atmospheric moisture levels, which produce flooding rains and damages that are now estimated in excess of $1 billion. Jebi is presently approaching Japan in a region of ocean that thankfully is not presently warmer than normal. We have near average to slightly below average sea surface temperature along Jebi's projected path, but it's worth noting that the overall ocean environment surrounding Japan is much warmer than normal, and this is tending to pump quite a bit of atmospheric moisture into the region, which does provide fuel for hurricanes such as Jebi. These higher atmospheric moisture loadings are enabling more fuel for the storm in the general environment, even though sea surface temperatures are slightly below normal along Jebi's projected path due to upwelling as a result of the passage of numerous storms through this zone during this year. Now, Jebi itself is predicted to move rather rapidly once it does approach Japan, and this GFS model run showing Jebi's wind field coming into contact with southern Japan by afternoon on September 3rd. As Jebi approaches Japan, it's predicted to get caught up in some of the upper level winds, which is expected to move Jebi along rather swiftly. Although, note that the projected course takes it over large portions, takes this tropical cyclone over large portions of the Japanese mainland. So we would tend to see a significant swath of effects if it does take this projected track. The one boon, of course, would be Jebi's rather rapid forward rate of speed, limiting the duration of impacts. Jebi so far has tended to outpace model predictions for intensity, so we're going to need to keep a close eye on this storm. Its rapid intensification today should be a very serious concern for Japan and interests in the Western Pacific. It's worth noting that there have been some climate change fingerprints on severe weather in the region related to very warm sea surface temperatures in the Japan region as well as very highly elevated atmospheric moisture levels. So overall, just a general overview of the predicted path and intensity of Jebi according to Joint Typhoon Warning Center forecasts and GFS model runs. Definitely a situation that interests in Japan will need to monitor, as it's quite dangerous. Thank you for joining me, and I'll be chatting with you soon.